Dun, dun, dun. What is up, folks? Friday night, 7:30. You know what that means. It is time for Panhandle Fishing Report. I'm your host, Smitty, Mike Smith with Smitty Surf Fishing. And with me always is my co-host.
Good evening, everybody. It is Demo from Finding Demo Surf Fishing Podcast. Welcome to the weekend. We've got a packed, full show for you tonight. So I hope you all are ready because it's going to be good. We're going to be a little all over the map. It's so good. Bill,
we were talking right before the show. I was like, I got a feeling this one's going to be all over the place, but it's all good. It's definitely been a busy week. This is, you know, we've been saying it for a while now, but June is when your offshore and your inshore just comes alive.
Yeah.
Where surf fishermen, you know, Brian and I, we you know, our time is March, April, May, and then once the grass rolls in, once it gets unfishable out there, it just starts rolling for the offshore. And that's pretty much when we transitioned to looking to do something different.
Yep. Yeah, my kayak has already been out once. It'll be out again here soon, especially this coming week. So it's going to be a good one there. I know you're out in the boat quite a bit, so you got some more coming.
Yeah, trying to get some things going out there and relearning some spots. You know, it's been almost 10 years since we had a boat. So we got that back in February. So we're running around the bays trying to find all of our honey holes to make sure they're still holding fish. And surprisingly, they are.
Hey, shocking. They're fit.
I know, right? All right. Who we got on here?
We got Vernon. Good evening to you. Congratulations. I'm glad to see you got your tumbler, man. I hope you're enjoying it.
Absolutely.
Schubert? What?
Schubert, what is up, buddy?
Donnie's on the deck with a Perdido
and Starbucks. That's an odd comment. Nice cigar and a fresh Starbucks. Okay, I can see that.
And coffee, and I mean, I get that. JC, how are you, man? Hope you're doing well up north. Bill, you hope you're ready. I'm going to need you to do some commenting here in a little bit. It's going to be part of the later on part of the show.
Ooh, later on.
Nice. Yep. Rogue Reels, Rob Foster.
Rob, what is up, buddy? Mr. Burford, thanks for joining us.
Hey, East Coast.
Over there on the East Coast, over the bar rods, Florida Surf Tackle.
Erica, good evening from Defuniak, the old happy place up north. Mike Response. Hey,
great podcast today.
You had a good one. I liked it.
You guys, if you guys haven't listened to Brian's Demo's latest podcast that dropped today, he was on with Alabama Surf Co. or Al Surf Co.
It messed me up like 4 times.
You did the same thing.
Do I say Al Surf Co? Do I say Alabama Surf Company?
Yeah.
Mike handled it really well. Great show. Very much so enjoyed it. Learned a lot about his skills and a lot more about his apparel and stuff later on towards the end. I plugged it's in the show notes if you guys want to go take a look. He's got a lot of really cool stuff. So,
absolutely. Yeah. Can't wait till that comes out this summer.
Yeah.
Kayla and Mark with some fresh cocktails. I'm sure some shipwreck rum in there and famous grilled chicken recipe. All right.
Oh, it's going to be a good one. I'm Bill. Yep. Got it on the comments. No problem. I'll read it off and I'll put it onto the show. For those asking, like, what are you guys talking about? It has to do with Bill's fishing tournament, which goes tomorrow. There is a night fishing tournament, which we will have all the information. I'll talk about it there if you guys want to get out. It's all inshore. It's in your boats, kayaks, all of that's good to go. It is a night tournament. It'll be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And you can't see all the comments. I know a lot of people with Brian and I, that's because we've mentioned it before. We go streaming on 3 different platforms. So we may get comments on one and not the other. So you'll only be able to see what it is that you're watching there. So,
all right. So what do we got going on here? All right. So again, as always.
Yep. Go ahead. No. You first.
All right. So if you're watching the show, make sure you're always, hey, Surf Hippie. How you doing, bud? Make sure you guys are liking, sharing, subscribing. As you guys know, this show, yes, we go for about an hour and a half, but we have a ton of information that comes out in this show. Every captain gives a little piece of knowledge along with the report. Yes, we have a little bit of back and forth on that. We go with all the comments. So please don't forget to like, share, and get this out there for people.
And definitely comment. As you guys know, we like to pull you guys into the show, make it a little interactive, and talk about the things that you want to talk about as we go through here. And as we have the captains on, things like that. So by all means, if you have questions when we have a specific captain on, go ahead and throw those in the comments. Brian and I preview that. We can see everything. We'll jump right in and ask those and get you an answer right away. Let's see. Did you get out at all this week in fishing?
I did.
Did you really?
I did. It was at the beginning of the week, but I did get out. Went out with Justin for a fishing blitz into the sunset. We went after the old golden hour, and we got it. I mean, Justin did catch. If you haven't seen his recent YouTube video, he caught a baby whiting that was probably about 4 inches. It was great just to see a baby. It was just great to see a whiting. I was happy. And we caught a couple of undersized pomp, but we got that one. You know, with the surf, we got that one small itty bitty window where there was no grass.
Yeah,
fish it, make it work. So it was good.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got out with a new product this week, right? Did you go throw the
that? I wasn't. Yes, I did. I was like, "Are we talking about the inshore one?" Yes, I did go out with a Ninja Dagger 7-foot and my new Shimano reel, which is butter.
Yeah,
I'm officially a Shimano guy now. Sorry, I wish I could say I'm not, but I'm spoiled. Half Hitch took care of me, got me. They had the reel, they got it spooled up, everything was ready to rock and roll. So I went out with the 7-foot dagger and just got on it, caught a greenie, ladyfish with the Fish Bites Dirty Boxer. Just went out, had some fun with it. Great rod. Very happy with the setup. I'm using it tomorrow when I go fishing with Bill in the tournament. I'm very excited to see what more that rod does. And cameraman Ron, I don't know if he's posted it yet. I'm probably going to step on his toes because him and I have never met. So the worst thing he can do is yell at me. Caught a 30-plus pound black drum on it on a 7-foot on the dagger.
On a 7-foot dagger.
On a 7-foot dagger. And
nice.
Loved it.
Nice. I ran into him. What day was that chartering out there? Wednesday morning. Out at one of the locations we were at. And you see, it's funny for those of you that follow those guys on YouTube and things like that. And then you run into them on the beach, or you run into them. Like I ran into Ron at an estate sale over in Pensacola one Saturday morning, and struck up a conversation. That's how I met him originally, and then ran into him again on the beach out there Wednesday. So awesome dude. Him, Brad, Brant, all those guys. Beach bum. Kayla, welcome to the team. We're happy to have you. I think she's referring to your Shimano.
I think she is. I mean, they are. I know they're sponsored by Shimano, and they love the reels. They've had. He said they both. When I've talked to them, both have had nothing but great things to say about them. Roberto,
what's up, buddy? Glad you got your shirt. Saw that.
Yep, good deal on
Cliff.
That. Hey,
off work early tonight.
He made it.
Us.
What are you doing? Oh man, Bill caught a 40-pound big ugly on a half-inch rod. Our half-inch rod. All right. Nice.
Yeah. Bruce, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for joining us tonight.
All right.
Bruce just hooked himself up with a sweet combo.
Did he?
Shot me a picture of it. And the first thing I told him was, you really need to go get a red and black Gomexus to go with that. And I shot him a photo. So that's a great combo there, and a great plug-and-play reel for those pin, or handle for those pin products.
Well, that was a great segue. So
it was, wasn't it?
So as always, ladies and gentlemen, you know that we have a few companies that are working with the show. They do host, they sponsor a little bit here. We got the gear. We've used it. We trust it. We like it. And anytime we get any of these discount codes, we send them back to you. So Rogue Reels discount code is still back until July 7th. Your code is PFR15. That's Rogue Reels Fishing. You can get all that good stuff. Mike's got his shark rigs. I've got the Demo HD, which are the heavy duty rigs.
And the line cutters. Rob has a line of, his brand on the line cutters merchandise there, the snippers, the zipper pull cutters. Excellent products. We also have GI Jigs still with us. Capt LJ and those guys out of Maryland hooking us up with a 10% code PFR. If you haven't ordered your rain minnow jigs now, you need to get on it, because these things will catch everything. I got a picture yesterday, 2 days ago, of a nice grouper caught on a half-ounce GI jig. So when you're using those things out there, by all means, send us some photos. We like to promote it. We like to put you guys out there, and we like to promote our sponsors' products as well. So send those photos in to either Brian or I, so we can put those things out there.
We've talked about that segue. GoMexis. You get 10% off with code SURF via GoMexis website. It is still the knobs, and it's going to be the knobs. So we're just going to go with that. You can still get 10% off. The knobs are great. They also still have some of the handles in stock. You will see those coming more and more as the lines grow. But GoMexis stuff has been great. If you haven't tried it yet, we may have another rod demo day coming up this summer. Mike and I will work out the schedule. We're still kind of playing with that, a few other things. But
absolutely.
Great gear, really fun to use and very, very comfortable.
Yeah. Waterlands sunglasses. This is their multicam hat I got on tonight. Awesome apparel as well as sunglasses. So if you're looking at new polarized sunglasses, super lightweight, polarization is awesome. Check them out, waterlandco.com. Use discount code SSF. We'll save you 15% at checkout.
And finally, we talked about it, R&K Custom Tumblers. They are our show cups. I don't have mine tonight because mine is in the wash and the power surge. I didn't get it in time. And I'm lazy. I'll admit it. I don't hand wash anything because I'm just lazy. But anyway, you can get those tumblers. They are great and they are customizable. R&K Custom Tumblers via Etsy.com. Enter code DEMO10 and you'll get 10% off your order.
Yeah, and they will customize anything. I know Rob, he was posting pictures at Rogue Reels. He's got an awesome blue color. I mean, they will do anything for you to hook you up with a nice custom tumbler. So
Donnie also got one. Did you see Donnie's yet? Yeah, Donnie got one. He just shot me a text before the
nice.
show. Looks good.
Nice. Have to take a look at that. Got his tonight. Nice. That's what he's drinking his Starbucks out of.
I mean, that thing does. At first, I was kind of like, I wonder how this is going to hold. It does well. It does well with hot and cold. I'm happy with it. I love it.
I've only used mine for the cold stuff. I haven't used it for coffee yet because I have a specific mug that I take with me when I go on all my surf fishing charters. So I got to have my mug with me. So that's a great segue as we go into tonight's question. I like how we're doing this. These things are just rolling right into,
and it's not even planned.
No, and I thought we were going to be all over the place, and here we go.
Don't worry, we'll be once we get the captains.
Yeah. So, question of the week: what is the one thing that you have to take? I'm so glad to see that. I'm sorry, squirrel. See, this is what happened. I'm so glad to see you're not in the doghouse this week. What was I getting yelled at for? Oh, I was out in the. Yeah. I'm back in Jack's room now. We're all good. I'm not out in the garage. What is the one thing that will make you turn around and go back to the house when you head out for a fishing trip? And it can't be something obvious like the boat keys or something like that. Like, what is the one thing that you take with you every time you go fishing? I just mentioned, I mean, I my coffee cup, but that's the one thing I take with me. That's with me pretty much all the time. Sunglasses, I'll just take someone else's.
Yeah. Besides the poop bucket for me.
Yeah.
I'd say my utility belt, the Batman belt that I always bring.
That's a good one.
Because I cannot, I can't do it, man. Not without all those tools. I'm just that guy.
Mr. Broom, Tim Broom, thanks for joining us tonight.
The D hooker.
The D hooker. Yeah, that's matter of fact, I got to get down to Half Hitch and get me 2 for the boat. I need to come down and get some D hookers for the boat.
You gonna get a bigger one?
What's that? A bigger boat? Yeah, I'd love a bigger boat. Let's do it. No,
you really want to have that conversation?
You and I have already had this conversation. No, but a D hooker. I definitely need to get a D hooker for the boat. Okay. What else we got? We got some good ones coming in.
Sand spike and bait, very important, very smart.
Sand spike and bait, absolutely. You know, I have gotten all the way to a charter and realized I left my bait in the freezer or in the refrigerator where I keep all of my, because I'll go out and get the shrimp the night before. I don't use fresh shrimp on my surf charters. And I've had to get all the way to the island there and turn around and hope and pray that Tom Thumb has some frozen killer bee shrimp, because that's the only thing that you can use. So yeah, I'm with you there on the bait. And yes, I can admit I've used the killer bee shrimp in a pinch.
I'm really glad that you can admit this online. You know, I think thank you.
Yeah.
You're in a safe place. Yeah. No one else knows. It's okay.
Yeah, I also fly my catfish flag, so I'm proud of those too. So
I love that catfish flag. Oh, and it's not on the show, but I'm going to say it before we continue. If you guys haven't seen the species flags that Mike has in his shop, the Zazzle shop, I don't know why you haven't, because we've talked about them. They're in a bunch of our pictures. They're one of the fun things to have when you can fly after you catch. I personally love them. I know you got the shark one, which I think is fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's go back down through here. What we have?
Rob with the line cutters, good call. Rob, you normally run with the zipper one when you're out, right? I don't think you're running with the finger one. Fishing hat or destination boat shirt, aka the super suit.
Nice.
I like that. Actually,
there you go. Erica, sunglasses and cigarettes. All right, there you go.
I get you. Vernon, cell phone. Very good. Always important. Not to mention when you get to where you're going, it's always good to share your location with your significant other or friends to let them know where you are in case they don't text you several hours later and you're like, hey, where are you? Oh, hey, I was at the hospital. Oh, that's good to know.
There you go. Let's see what Bill had something here.
Mountain Dew vanilla zingers.
And so, okay, every morning we stop and get the same thing from the store for breakfast. And then when we don't, the guy usually asks us why, what's up, but it's usually powdered donuts, the Hostess brand, not the Little Debbie's. I don't like the Little Debbie ones. Hostess brand powdered donuts. Got to get those.
What you got wrong with Little Debbie, man?
I don't like Little Debbie. She freaks me out. She freaks me out. They don't taste the same. I like the Hostess brand are softer. The Little Debbie brands are harder.
Would you say they're moist?
They could be considered moister. Is that a word?
Moist.
Moisture. Red Bull.
Johnny rocking the red. Yep. Kayla, of course.
Kayla, I am coming fishing with you guys. I talked to Mark today, and I'll need to talk to Brian after this. But
I'm sold. Wherever. Yes, I don't care. Yes.
If the shipwreck is always on the boat, then yes. Bananas. So how dare you bring bananas on the boat? Although I did see a picture with Tim with bananas on a boat. So, and they still caught fish. So I think that's just a myth.
If you don't have Cheetos, you don't have bait. I have heard this before. I have heard Cheetos get the job done.
Yeah. Crush them up, throw them in. I don't know why. Like I would use the fired Cheetos.
Ooh, spicy.
Yeah, spicy.
Hey, speaking of Ninja Tackle, what's up, Matt?
What's up, Matt?
Good to see you.
Matt Poole joining us.
Hi, Cheyenne. Hi. Didn't mean to double click.
Cheyenne, how?
Zipper pull on the zip line attached to the waist. On a zip line. Oh, okay, cool. That's the janitor zing thing, right?
Yeah. That's a good idea.
All right. Zebra cake. Ooh,
okay.
I know zebra cake. I know it for. Of course, I don't know.
This one looks pretty good. I'm gonna show this one. You ready?
Yep.
There you go. Frozen Swiss rolls. That could be. I've never, I freeze my Reese cups, like frozen Reese cups and stuff, but haven't tried a frozen Swiss roll. I'm gonna have to send someone to the store.
Speaking of that, of course, because I love TikTok.
Yeah.
But man, the strawberries in fluff and then roasted over the fire. It's like, why did I never think that? Because my mind was blown when we're like, oh, gourmet s'mores. I can get Reese's or Snickers and put that in there. What the hell? Now you're gonna put a friggin' strawberry, cover it, toast it, and put chocolate syrup. Really? I feel like a failure. Oh, okay.
No.
Matt, fire Cheetos are for me, not for the fair. Very fair. I'm getting hungry again.
Yeah, I know. Can of Coke and Lance crackers. There you go.
Offshore, a Garmin in reach. Keep everyone. Yeah, Garmin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tim, are you using handheld or is any? I don't know. I know you've got it with the boats. I know you guys always with the boats. You probably got it on via the Lowrance or the Range or any of that stuff. But
what?
Never mind.
What are you asking?
Your Predator on the computer is back.
Oh, mine is?
Never mind. It's not worth it.
Okay. Handheld.
Yeah, the Predator.
Yeah, that's what mine's handheld.
Can of Coke and Lance Crackers. Oh, Lance Crackers are good.
Peanut butter or the cheese?
I'm a peanut butter guy.
Yeah, I like the peanut butter too. Unless it's the spicy cheese. In which case, if I could get MRE's spicy jalapeno cheese,
Dude,
I was like, give me some of that, and I'll take a lot of that out with me on the boat.
You can do a lot of trade for jalapeno cheese.
Yeah, you can.
Like I see Chris and Mac nodding at that. Like,
yeah. See everybody back there nodding. Oh, sour cream and chive. There you go. Peanut butter. See, this is a good conversation. Erica says blueberry Pop-Tarts and Fireball. Good God.
What
kind of combination is that?
Oh, I want to be mad, but
I mean, I guess. I mean, I'm good with the chilled Fireball. That's good. I don't know about blueberry Pop-Tarts and mixed with it though. I don't know.
I'm scarred for life on Pop-Tarts from Iraq and Afghanistan. I can't eat them. I cannot eat Pop-Tarts now. I
can only eat a few.
It's like that Pop-Tarts, Rippets.
Ribbits.
And friggin' Otis Spunkmeyer muffins. Between all of those, I'm out. I'm done. You put those in front of me? No, we're gonna
have enough of those in the desert.
Nope. Okay, sorry.
Okay. There you go. I told you we get going. All right. So that's a great question. I like that. You know, everybody's got their thing that they take fishing with them. So it's always good to have that. And the thing that will make you turn around, or it's just going to ruin your day when you're out there. Like, I don't even want to fish anymore because I don't have my mug with me, or I don't have my blueberry Pop-Tarts and Fireball.
You know, I also feel like it's superstitious too, because if you don't go there with them, it's almost like, I'm not saying every time, but a lot of times it just gets that feeling of like, well, if I'd have brought it, I wouldn't be in this situation right now.
I had a trip Tuesday morning. And this was all right. You lock up? What happened? I don't know. I just saw that. That made me throw up a little. I don't think it was the whiskey. I think it was that.
Tasted it. Anyway, you were saying your friend.
Anyway, we get out there and we're all set up on the beach, ready to go, running shark lines out. And because this is a customer I want to really get on fish. Not that I get all my customers on fish, but this is the third time guys come back. So I'm like, okay, let's get him out there. And the first thing he does is open up his little cooler bag and bring out a banana and start eating it. And I was like, what are you doing, man? And he's just giggling about it, think it's funny. And I did, we still caught fish, but I'm like, come on, man. Like there are some superstitions that'll just set you off with things,
We might have to make that a question next week. What's the superstition? I think that's a good one to make.
Yeah. What superstitions? There you go. What superstitions do you have?
Matt, love it. She got to roll like a fat kid in dodgeball, eat birthday cake. That's right. Happy birthday, Carrie. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Nice.
All right. Who's first? Let's see here. What do we get? Who's on first?
Let's roll into weather real quick.
Oh, yeah. We got to do weather because that's actually, oh, there it is. There's letter E.
Yeah. Let me bring this up. If we had an engineer that could have things ready for us.
That costs money, and we haven't started collecting yet.
No, we haven't. Not yet. Soon. See, now I got to go back over here, bring down the banner. There we go. All right. Scrolling on the weather. So if you guys haven't noticed here in the last couple of days, we have had some wicked storms pop up just out of the blue. Today we had one roll in. Jack Moran and they were out there on Pensacola Beach running a shark trip this afternoon. He was supposed to be on tonight, but had to cancel because of the charter tonight. They got caught in a water spout. We got caught in a water spout that ran over Pickens on Monday afternoon or Monday morning. Like these things are coming up quick. So please, if you're heading, especially offshore, even inshore, and on the beach, make sure you're paying attention to the weather. Always checking your phone. If something looks funny out in the distance, make sure you're checking it to see if something's headed your way, because these things roll in quick, and we want to make sure everybody stays safe. So speaking of that, the temperature just dropped way down. We're sitting at 69 right now. Wow. We're up in the upper 80s today. Tomorrow's looking good. A little AM thunderstorm, 55% chance of rain, west-southwest at 10. Not going to be too bad. Same with Sunday. Chance of rain 36, west winds at 11. Monday. So we got a chance of rain all week. But again, isolated, scattered. Things aren't looking too bad. Winds are looking good. You know, it's going to be hot as all get out in the 90s. Come on, man. It is going to be hot. Luckily, I got night trips this week.
Yeah. And the other piece with this too, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, you know, with this weather being what it is, these pop up, you know, you're going to see these storms all throughout our time while we're on here. It's the summer. It's Florida. We all know we're going to get that afternoon storm. So just be prepared for it. The bigger one, always lightning and thunderstorms. I'm sure we will see a couple from the boats come in pretty soon of, hey, we waited too long. Last year, my favorite was one of the rods got hit by lightning. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but it turned into a ribbon mess of carbon. Not exactly cool. My Achios rod, I love it. I won it from Mark Burford in one of his giveaways. Right at the base, right where the reel goes, is a lightning bolt. And it's not to be like, hey, yeah, this thing's lightning. It's, hey, dumbass, this is 13 feet tall. You're going to get shocked if you're not smart. So please pay attention to that stuff with these thunderstorms. Don't try to chance it. It's not worth it. Always have a plan. And the water spout is also known as a tornado. It's not good.
It's straight up tornado.
All right. I'm going to throw an India.
There we go. Go ahead.
Okay. So with the winds, we got right now rocking in at 9 knots. As you can see, it's going to get a little funky. We're right in the middle of our zones here, but the color kind of differential goes 10 and 11. Now we're getting into the morning on Saturday, and it is looking to aim inland. Get a nice little swirl going here. If you're over in the Alabama area, you got nice slow winds, so you're going to be sitting in a really good position. But everybody else, as you can see through here, this whole zone, we're looking into the green. Into Sunday, all the winds are going to be about the same, bustling at 13 and 14. And into the week, it doesn't get a whole lot better. It does slow a bit. That being said, with the waves, if you're going to get out in the boats, right, let's back that up a little there, shall we? Yeah, there you go, you vicious little thing. As you can see, the current's moving northeast with the wave action, 2-footers running at 4 seconds tomorrow. So if you got some offshore plans, probably not going to be too bad. The inshore and along these zones throughout here, it's also going to change up a little bit. Not too bad, but as you can see, the currents are moving pretty easy. So boat trips, not looking bad. You just got a bigger thing is going to worry about weather. So just take your time. Have a good plan in place. And then on top of that one, always make sure you have plan A, plan B, and of course, plan C. Be prepared and make sure you have all the safety equipment required for the Coast Guard and for your own safety.
Absolutely. Well said. Awesome. Let's get into our reports. All right. As always, we start with the offshore. This week, we got back with us Captain Chris Florence of Say Wind Charters. What is up, Captain Chris?
Evening, gentlemen. How y'all doing?
How are you doing tonight, man?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm tired. I've been busy, but
you have been extremely busy. I'm gonna switch over here and pull up some of these photos that you sent me. But you guys have been on the fish today.
We've been fishing every single day. I had to cancel yesterday and today because of the weather, but it was a much needed day off. But like you said earlier, the weather's getting pretty gnarly around here. But we've been busy.
We've been busy. Funky. The morning's like no problem. It's just going to be hot.
Yeah.
But you get that afternoon, you better be full throttle heading north.
Yeah, historically around here, the afternoons do pick up a bit, but the mornings have been absolutely beautiful. We did run into some of those water spouts Monday morning offshore. We were watching them for about a mile and a half away. But as long as you're paying attention, you'll be all right.
So what do we got here, man?
That's a 30-inch gag grouper. We caught him not yesterday, but the day before. Really, really nice fish. Yeah.
I made a nice sandwich, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Well,
we caught him. So you guys know I like my jigs. We were putting down. They weren't eating live bait. They weren't eating my jigs. I was putting down whole chunks of strips of bonita, and the client reels it up, and there's just a piece of skin hanging off of it. So I reach over to grab another chunk, and he drops it back down, and I was like, all right, whatever. And that grouper ate it. Just a piece of skin. It was like an inch long. I couldn't believe it. I was like, now you've seen it all. Yeah.
We need fresh bait on that. He's like,
yeah. Yeah.
Hold my beer.
Yeah, that's a pretty fish. Real pretty fish.
Nice. Absolutely.
The gags have been chewing. We've caught a lot of undersize in the past 2 weeks. A lot. The other day we had 5 in a row that were all 22 inches long. But they are eating. Nice red snapper, as always.
Now, red snapper is not in season yet for state waters. Federal waters, federally permitted boats here in Florida can still go out and get red snapper. That opened June 1st. But,
that is correct.
We got another week to go on these guys, and then
yes,
these
sir.
guys will disappear.
Yes, sir. I'm ready to thin the herd, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I am ready to thin the herd.
Nice. Got some nice dolphin there. Or mahi.
Yeah, got some mahi. It's like a bonita.
Yeah.
Some beeliners. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Another good little trip.
Yeah. The mahi are showing up. I mean, we're not getting the real big numbers yet. The federal guys, they're seeing big numbers. But on the troll, this is probably the best year I've seen yet that we've had an actual weed line come in. I think that storm that we had last week down in Tampa really pushed a bunch of weed up here. And every time I see a weed line, I have to stop and fish it. Like, I don't care what our plans are. If I see a weed line, we're stopping because you gotta capitalize on that opportunity. And
so, speaking of that, when you come across a weed line, and one of our other captains posted a great picture in question this week. When you come across a weed line, what is your go-to lure or bait to throw?
Right now, because these are just peanuts. The big ones really won't show up. Now, federal waters, that's a whole different story. But state waters where I'm fishing, we're just catching these peanuts right now. Every once in a while, we'll get like a 3 or 4 pounder, but just a silver and blue like duster rig with a twin hook set up on the back, and they can't resist it. It's my go-to. You're going to catch Spanish mackerel, king mackerel, blackfin tuna, bonitas, and mahi all day long on a blue and silver, just a duster rig or just a little king mackerel rig. That's it. Yeah, that is it. Okay.
I'd say I was thinking, and I put up on our story. So if you guys follow us on Instagram as well, you'll see what I'm talking about. But, if you saw a weed line like that, what's your first bait? What's going through your head? Are you going to throw like a little top water? Are you going to throw a little jig? Are you going to throw?
Well, sometimes I'll stop. I'll stop and take a look at it first. And a lot of times these mahi, they'll swim right to the boat. So I'll have a couple, cigar minnows out back, and I'll chunk them up and I'll toss them in the water. If nothing comes to it within 2 or 3 minutes, we'll start trolling, and that's when we start finding them. But usually these mahi are schooling fish. Usually they're between 5 and 20 in one school. These are just one-off, one here, one there. And like I said, mid-June, July, that's when the schoolies will start showing up.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a king out here.
Yeah, king. Everything is biting right now. It's getting crazy offshore.
Isn't it this time of year, like I said in the beginning?
Yeah, it's
time of year for you guys, man. Get out there and just.
It is. We're getting the big bonitas in, the mahi, lane snapper. The mangrove snapper bite is really on fire, especially around the full moons.
Yeah.
This
must have been right before trigger season closed.
It was, yeah. Matter of fact, that was the last day of trigger.
Gotcha.
I'm glad that season's over with.
There you go. Awesome, man.
Same thing with AJ's. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to AJ's coming back because I want to get out and get some more.
I'll tell you what.
To me, you need to. As I said before, best fighting fish, pound for pound.
It is
big amberjack.
It is. I got people wanting to fight fish. That's the first thing we go for, and I catch them on top water. I don't know if I've told you guys that before, but I use the Williamson. They're just the big chuggers. And man, you cast it as far as you can, and you reel it back as fast as you can and as hard as you can, just chugging it. And literally, it's like a horse race. You'll see 10 or 15 AJs just chasing it through the water. Chris Schubert was out with me a couple weeks ago, and I showed him that trick, and he was like, "Oh man," he couldn't believe it.
That's
so
awesome.
It is top water action on big AJs is absolutely phenomenal, and then the sharks eat them, so it's fun.
Yeah. That there's no shortage of.
Yeah, I think I lost $300 worth of jigs in the month of last month alone, just in those Williamson chuggers.
Well, that's why you're running charters every day this week.
Yeah, I need to.
And gas money.
Well, that, and I don't think you see that big box behind me.
Mm-hmm.
That's a brand new 96-inch Rodan. So
nice.
I had to replace mine. So I got to do that this weekend.
Great company though.
They are. Their customer service is phenomenal. absolutely phenomenal. So,
nice.
But things are definitely heating up offshore. It's the opportunity for multiple species is there. I mean, from everything, everything is biting right now. I don't know. It's between the mahi and the grouper, the snapper. Once the red snapper opens up, it's game on for whatever. It's just the opportunities are endless right now, which is it's the best time of year to be fishing.
Good time to book a trip with Captain Chris Florence out in Panama City if anybody's interested.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Get out there.
Yeah. I am pretty much booked solid all the way through the end of July.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's getting crazy.
Yeah, and that's something to note for those that are watching and are thinking about. You're listening to our captains talk and stuff. A little bit of planning ahead of time. Hey, I want to try to come down this week. Go ahead and start booking early because this time of year is when these guys are booking up solid. You're not the only one I've talked to that said I'm booked through July.
Yeah.
Right
now.
Snapper for one, and then going into August. So it definitely pays to do a little bit of forward planning there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So a blue and silver duster rig.
Blue and silver duster and hot pink is actually, if you can find them. I've been looking all week and I can't find them, so I'm probably gonna have to order some online. But if you can find one in hot pink and white, that's another one they just cannot refuse.
That you're not the only ones who've mentioned hot pink recently.
Yeah.
On lure combinations.
Yeah.
I've been, picking people's brains on trolling and things like that. Hot pink is a good color. Hot pink, I've been watching stuff here and there on YouTube on trying to get my trolling game down because that's one thing I really want to get on this year. And it's hot pink seems to be the go-to color.
Yep. Hot pink and
blue water.
Yeah, and that's another thing too I wanted to mention. The blue water, for the past 2 weeks, it's in close. It is in real close. I'm talking like 7 miles, 70 feet of water. We're seeing the blue water. We saw sailfish last week. We saw blackfin tuna. The mahi are here. Yeah, I'm talking like crystal clear blue. I mean, some of the bluest water that I've seen in Panama City in years. So I don't know, but you guys have seen the last 2 weeks of weather has just been phenomenal. Every day I'm able to fish, and it's just like a lake outside. It's beautiful, but that blue water it brings them in close. There was a 41-pound wahoo caught 6 miles offshore last week. One of our captains at Pier 98, where I keep my boat, he caught a stud. Really really nice wahoo, just trolling a weed line just like I was, and caught a nice wahoo. And usually that's it's not uncommon to catch one in that close, but you usually got to be 30-40 miles offshore to catch those.
Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah, I've been watching them go out from the beach when I'm sitting out there. Got the lines out, clients.
Yeah,
we can watch them. We'd watch the charter boats head out. 7. By the time they hit us, it's about 7:15, 7:20, and then about 10:30 or so, they're heading
start going back in.
Yeah, you can set your clock by it. It's
absolutely
class out there. So it's definitely been a good.
Absolutely. No, it's been fun, man. It's think things are heating up, but your jig or your trolling lures, you can't go wrong. Hot pink and white, blue and silver, and black and purple. You cannot go wrong with those color combinations. One of those three, black and purple, any one of those three, you're gonna catch something.
Nice.
Hands down. Whether it's a bonita, a wahoo, mahi, or king mackerel, you're gonna get something with any one of those color combinations.
I'll take bonita all day long because I just turned that into shark bait.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's not bad.
Great report.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
Book a trip with you. How did they get up with you?
Facebook, Instagram, Google, Fishing Booker. Really doesn't matter. Any one of those combinations. All my phone numbers are listed there. You can call me directly. You can book through Fishing Booker if I have availability.
Yeah,
it's probably the best way to get a hold of me.
And you just made a big announcement this week for Say Wind Charters.
I did. So we're gonna
our other captains. Go ahead.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna welcome Captain Chris Schuber. He got his license in the mail the other day. So he is 100% ready to go. He's located on Fishing Booker also, where you can Fishing Booker right now, but there's more to come. We're going to be building a website. But he's running my inshore charters, redfish, trout, tarpon. I really got to thank Justin Thomas has really taken him under his wing and showed him around, showed him all the locations here in Panama City. And just incredible dude, incredible fisherman, big-hearted guy, loves to fish, and he loves his Meridines.
Absolutely.
That's for you, Chris. He loves the boy loves his Meridines. Hot pink.
Something on the Meridine, one of the other sites. I think it was Flat's class.
Yeah.
And he made a post about that.
Yeah.
So that's awesome, and we love having Captain Chris on here.
He's great, man. He's
on here as well too. So.
Such a good dude. Such a good dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah. 100% faith in him. I know he's going to put people on fish, and they're going to be happy. Awesome. They're absolutely going to be happy. But
Andy's watching. Thanks, Chris. Laughy face. Yeah, your Meridines, man. It's good.
Yeah, I get your Meridine. But
awesome,
answer.
Appreciate the report. Appreciate
no problem.
Jumping in last minute for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Back on here soon, man.
Yeah, copy that.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Y'all have a good one.
You too.
Always good talking to Captain Chris.
So I feel bad when we're like
Captain Chris's. Now that we got two of them on here,
I feel bad when you're talking about like that. I'm like, dude, I know nothing about this offshore world, so I'm just gonna sit here and just.
I noticed. I mean, you did a lot of head nodding and okays. And
yep. I mean, it's better
like,
than I just do that.
You gonna jump in here? What's up?
Nope, I got nothing. Not even a little.
Let's jump in. Let's read through some comments real quick. We got weather tomorrow. Let's see. William Camacho, red and black Uzuri Bonita plug is an old school favorite.
A Bobo plug, huh?
I've got some. I've retired. It looked like they've been beat up with a hatchet. Nice.
You know, we know a guy. That could clean them up. Wait.
Yeah. If you're looking to get those back into service, I bet Vernon on here at Shipwreck Custom Lures would be able to help you out.
Hello.
There we go. A little plug for you, Vernon. Tim Broom, we're selling glow GI jigs like crazy. So I didn't know they had a glow. I used the white. I gotta get back on his website and order some more.
Might be the newest ad.
Yeah, because the glow down, I guess for a deep drop would be great. Or shoot, even at night. I don't know.
I like the night.
I wonder. I haven't done this, but brand new. That's what.
Brand new. Okay,
there we go. I need to get out on the dock. Well, you're going tomorrow night with Bill. You got to throw the half-ounce GI jig under the dock lights.
You mean the one that's in my box?
Yeah, probably. I would throw maybe the brown, the gold-colored one, or the
I was thinking the white, just for the
reflection.
reflection.
White may be good.
But I mean,
yeah, maybe. Depends on what the water. It depends on where you guys are fishing.
Yeah, but you know, what's the nice thing with the GI jigs, they've all got that reflective strip down the body, so any kind of that light's really going to go on there. I like the scars. I've got them in my shed with the weights of the Wahoo. They awesome, brother. Yeah,
nice.
There's nothing wrong with battle wounds, right? That's pretty stuff right there. But Tim, thanks for telling us it's brand new. Is that only in Destin or is that at all the shops? That is my next question. Because I mean, I love you, Tim. I just don't want to drive to Destin because I'm lazy, and also have it just 2 miles down the
road. Amber and crew right over here is a lot easier for us to get to than driving to Destin.
Yeah, I'll admit it. I'll totally admit it.
just being honest.
Oh,
but if I gotta drive to Destin, I'll drive to Destin.
Oh, Destin and Navarre. Okay, I'll go in tomorrow. I'll go in and pick some up. All right, so moving right along with the normal things, let's get into the inshore report, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show, Captain Justin Thomas, Flat Spot Charters out of PCB. Good evening to you, sir.
What's going on, fellas?
I'm gonna blow it up. I love the stash.
I know.
Thanks, man. No, some people are just blessed in this world. I don't know what to tell you.
It's very, very Wyatt Earp-esque.
However,
that's what I'm going for, you know.
A great mustache comes with great responsibility.
True.
You're absolutely right.
You know? Like you gotta wear it right.
There's a certain level of respect and ways that you have to carry yourself when you have this thing on your lip.
Yeah.
Dude, November. It's all I think about with that. But then again, I'm like, I mean, it's just beautiful. I mean, Anyway,
so Brian doesn't want to talk fishing. He just wants to spend the next 15 minutes talking about your stash and how
I
glorious
understand,
it
guys. This happens to me a lot. Like I'm used to it now.
is. Get stopped at the grocery store, get stopped
It
everywhere. People just want to
yeah,
talk about the stash.
well,
it happens, guys. Just be looking for a billboard in the future.
there you go. Bill just said
You know,
Fort Reynolds would be
we all
proud
got life goals.
with life goals.
Mark says, Kayla, don't look at his mustache.
Oh boy, yeah,
See? Yeah, it's mesmerizing. Don't
yep,
do
right
it.
there. So what do we got
Awesome.
on the inshore world? How's it going?
It's going good, man. Like they're biting really good. It's like I said before, it's my favorite time of the year. Um, it's to the point where there's good and bad, right? You got to get them earlier, you got to get them late. Middle of the day is terrible. We're looking at water that's 90 degrees.
Yeah.
But if you get them in the morning, it like the first 2 hours, it's like you can't do anything wrong, which is great for people like me. I can make a bunch of mistakes and still catch them,
Like my kind of fishing.
But like we had some trips this week. Yeah, I see the pictures. Well, we had a couple pictures that I was dreaming about that didn't happen when I had some youngsters hook up with a couple tarpon that
Oh,
were that were nowhere near where they were supposed to be in the world.
oh really?
Yeah, it is really, really random stuff. But I mean, just 2 days ago, we had a kid never even inshore fish, and he hooked up with it was. I mean, it wasn't huge. It was 40, 50-pound class, but it was back there in 3 foot of water just in the middle of nowhere. And he got it to jump 3 times before it broke him off.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this thing it was, I told him, I go, look, you could come do this 1,000 days in a row from here on out. It ain't going to happen again.
Yeah.
But it's like I was talking about a few weeks ago. There's just kind of some weird stuff going on.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with that. I hope it gets weirder. But yeah, I mean, the redfish are eating. I know Schuber, he's the gator trout master. We've been catching dinks, but we've been catching redfish all day long.
Yeah, I've noticed that the last couple of trips you've been on, you guys have just been crushing the redfish.
Yeah, I mean that trip with them fellas, that was probably 25 redfish on a 5-hour trip.
Wow.
So none of them were giants. I mean, I think his big one was 25. But still fun. It's bites.
Yeah. Being active, keeping things going.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's good. I think most of the time people enjoy just catching more. Like you could go 6 hours and get one giant, which I'm okay with. But a lot of times people just like want to catch fish, and they've been cooperating. Tides have been a little funky, but you just got to kind of figure out when you have that wind blowing against the tide, and just kind of pick your spots where you can get that wind to make that artificial tide for you coming out of creek mouths and stuff.
Right. How bad are Bill's asking? How bad are the pinfish over there right now? You're battling.
Terrible, Bill. Terrible. Bill was telling me the other day, he went through like 9 dozen shrimp, and I was like, man, that's crazy, because I've been getting by with like 5.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it the other morning, and I was like, man, I'll just get 8. We were done with 8 in 2.5 hours.
Holy crap.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I was out there just catching pinfish and cutting them up. I was like, we got to do something, boys. So here we go. Get out the cutting board.
Chunking pinfish, huh?
Yeah. Alex said.
Under a popping cork?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Really? Nice.
Yeah, I'll slice them up and put them under there.
All right.
Like it's really difficult to get clients to like Carolina rig or freeline anything, because it's just super, super boring for them.
Yeah.
So you know, that popping cork gives them that visual, like, oh, I'm getting bites, and it helps. Obviously, if I just threw a headless pinfish into the grass and just sat there for 20 minutes, it's going to produce a better fish.
Right.
So you just kind of got to ask them what they want to do, you know?
Yeah. You want to catch multiple fish, or you want to catch that one, you know, nice picture, you know?
Yeah, if you want to catch a big one, we'll go get a big chunk of mullet. We'll go sit in a hole for 2 hours, and I promise you it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a little slow.
We're going to drink a lot of beers and eat some crackers.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm telling you guys, 2 weeks, 240+ pound tarpon in the bay, shallow.
That's crazy.
Like that kid hooked one the other day, and all I was thinking about was the picture in the post.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. Like I had to sit down, man. He was like, was that good? Is that like a special thing? Like my hands are shaking.
Yes.
I didn't even catch it, and I'm excited for it.
Like I was like, dude, I was like, trust me, buddy. I don't have to take a break very often.
Yeah.
But I was like, I was jacked. Like
that is amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We forgot to ask Chris this when we had him on, but what is one thing that you would make you turn around and head back to the house?
Oh, there ain't much. Guessing probably a lower unit on a cinder block. That's about.
Yeah,
I think that would do it. But like, I'm pretty dumb when it comes to weather.
That's honest.
Like rain doesn't bother me. Heat lightning doesn't bother me. Like big long bolts, I have problems with those.
Yeah.
But wind, it is what it is. I mean, like for me, once the boat's already in the water, like all the work is done, man. Like I've done the hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it's tough. Like, but yeah, like I mean, mechanical stuff, that's about it. I know that sounds, I don't have any like, well, I didn't have my crunch donuts today, so it's a wrap.
Oh.
Those crunch donuts are good, man.
They are good. I don't know. For me, it's start talking shower. You know, that might have to be one of our ones. What's your meal before you go fishing? Like if you got something like that. Now look at that. We got 2 weeks of questions now.
Yeah, there we go. We just keep coming up with them.
I just need,
dude,
I need a mobile freaking burrito guy.
Yeah.
Alex.
I rarely have food, man. Like I get so jacked up that I don't even realize that I didn't eat till like 6 p.m.
Well, gee, yes, Skinny. Do I look like I can skip a meal? I probably could. I should probably skip several.
I'll be sitting out there with clients, and they'll hear my stomach. It's like, like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I didn't eat again. My bad, man.
So Stephen Connor says pinfish will eat pinfish chunks.
Hell yeah, they will.
Yeah, they do that here.
Cannibalistic little guys.
All the time.
The difference is between that and the shrimp is they have a very hard time getting that pinfish chunk off the hook.
Yeah,
true.
Like they can peck at it and peck at it and peck at it, and I can't tell you how many times I've had pinfish just stabbing at bait on a hook for 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden that thing just is off to the races because like a redfish or a trout or whatever got keyed in on those bait fish picking away at it, and it was like, I think I'll have some of that.
Yeah. Well, it's the same way offshore when they're, you know, you're trying to get the bite going on certain areas. You know, you get those little fish are biting. Okay, cool. But you get that frenzy going, that's going to bring those bigger fish around to investigate and go, hey, I think I'm going to have some of that.
They know, they see if a small fish can eat it and it's not fighting back. Well, then that's an easy meal for them.
Yeah.
They're lazy. I'm telling you.
They're smart though. They're lazy, but they're smart.
Yeah, they are. But yeah, that old tarpon the other day was on a 1/0 circle hook and some 17-pound leader.
Ooh.
Yeah. Young fellow was pumping it like it was a grouper off the bottom.
Was dude, that had to be like I'm just sitting here thinking about that had to be just amazing. to see
Yeah,
that.
it was awesome, man. Like I just like I want more of it, you know?
Yeah.
Like I want more of it.
Yeah.
It was
That's
like
the way that's the way I am with sharks. It's getting to be to where I just want bigger. I want bigger.
just bigger.
And
That's
someone
what,
told me
you
this
know,
was going to happen. Someone who's probably watching messaged me and said, you know what's going to happen? You're going to start catching these little ones, and yeah, they're fun. But eventually, you're going to be wanting those bigger ones. I'm like, no, these little ones will be fine. No, I want the bigger ones.
They ain't gonna be fine, Smitty.
It's not enough.
No, not at all. Well, awesome. Sounds like redfish and trout and inshore tarpon, or what's hitting over in Panama City right now.
I don't know how to explain it or tell you guys, and I have no pictures to prove it. So
Yeah,
it is what it is, man.
there you go.
Well, always good to see you, Justin. Thanks for coming on and hanging out with us as long as you did with all the nuggets of knowledge. And I know we'll be seeing you again soon. Keep the glorious growing and keep hooking them up, man.
Yeah, we'll get a progress report on the next one.
There you go.
I believe
awesome, brother.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Later,
see you, Justin.
All right.
Awesome. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut him off there because again,
he was done with us anyway. You can see he's already looking at other things he's got.
Yeah, he's already he's got other things to take care of. We see him in the green room there. All right, let's bring banners down. He's good. He's like, I'm all good. Awesome. All right.
You got him up.
This is where we're going to go next. We've done offshore, inshore. Now we're going to go surf fishing. Welcome back to the show, Mr. Blane Roberts of Perdido Blane Fishing. What is up, buddy?
What's up, fellas?
We
How
need
you
to talk
doing tonight?
surf and kayak for you, because I mean, I think you should handle both of those.
I've been offshore all week too, man. With
with
Captain Lair, we got caught in that spout Monday. We were just coming out of the pass, and we saw like 4 boats just hauling west. And I was looking for I thought fish were blowing up. I was looking like, where are they going? And I was like hitting Larry. I'm like, these guys are chasing something. He's like, they're not chasing. They're getting away from what's behind us. And I don't want to say we got away from it pretty quickly, but it was a little, unnerving, man, to be out there in that thing.
I can imagine. I mean, a twister on the water, and you just got to run. And running on the water is not easy as it is, but you got to go.
Yeah.
I like what Mike told me when he was doing his charter. He said, well, I don't want to tell your story, but I kind of feel bad.
No, go ahead. What's up? What'd I say?
All right. If that comes on land, we're going that way as fast as possible. And if it keeps coming, we're hitting the deck and we're just hugging sand. So that's how it's got to be.
Yeah. There's nothing we could do. I mean, I saw it coming from the Gulf side, and wind was going east-west. So I'm like, okay, we got, I think it's just going to keep on going. And then, but less than a half a mile away, that thing is pretty scary when it's coming at you. And then it just got bigger as it went west and north. So, yeah.
Well, what you got, Blane?
Yeah. So offshore a little earlier in the week, and then I did 3 trips on the beach midweek, and I found some whiting, and I was so excited.
I'm bringing the pictures up now.
You never get excited. Ask us. You get whiting all the time. What's the big deal? Now we're like,
and the funny thing is, I was having Marty create a shirt. I was gonna make a "Where's the Whiting" shirt.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is gonna sell. I kept telling her, people are gonna buy this, And I think that next day I got like 12, and I was like, cancel the shirt. Get back, But it was my first trip of the day. I mean, of the week, and it was slow, man, like lady fish, and I just kind of, on a long shot, I was like, I'm gonna throw one up close to see if there's any whiting around, and it was like almost instant, and I was like, that was a fluke, I did it again, and it was instant, and that was my guy there. I was like, hey man, are you wanting to keep fish? And he's like, absolutely. I was like, bring them all in. And we got on him, and it sped the charter up. He was having a blast, so nothing huge. I think the biggest one was like 12 inches, all over 10. But
that wasn't at the beach.
So, and that was the AM bite. And then I had a PM bite, same spot, no whiting. And went back the next morning, whiting again. Nice. So I'm trying to kind of pick up a pattern on them. Those guys will definitely save the charter when it's when they're tired of pulling in blue runners and ladyfish this time of year.
Yeah. But some nice lady. I mean, that's fun for kids. I mean, right there. I mean, I'm sure he had a blast reeling that in.
Mm-hmm. I mean, right now is the time you can go out there with that little micro rod and just throw it into the short and get whiting all day. It's almost better than throw it in the long. Sorry, I didn't mean to stop you there. Go ahead.
No, you're right. Bluefish, caught a bluefish that next day. It was nice to see that guy. I forgot how hard they fought. I hadn't caught one in so long. So that was
they are an amazing fish to catch, I think.
Yeah, that was a nice little surprise. So yeah, it's that summer smorgasbord right now. That was one of my clients. He was a fun one.
Yeah.
We called him Remora. He's like, and I was about to throw him back. He's like, "Hey man, can I stick that on myself?" I was like, "If you want,
if you want to, man."
So go ahead. But yeah, man. Right. So definitely successful charters. It's hot out there, guys. That just standing on the beach. It is it's definitely an in or outer. Like if I was fishing like for sport, yeah, dude, I'm like 5:30 to 9, and I'm out of there probably 8:30. But it's getting hot. The Karen shirts are coming back.
Yeah, let's talk about this. These are
the condo Karen shirts are coming back by popular demand.
Yeah.
I just haven't wanted to deal with it. I'm not interested in doing that again. It was a lot of work, but I've teamed up with Lost Key Outdoors. So all the orders will go through there. So I'll get all that information up probably by the end of the weekend on how to get those, pricing and all that. We're working out a few other details.
Nice.
You know, it's funny too, at the tournament, the FWC showed up for the tournament, which everyone was happy to see. I mean, we all have no problem with FWC. And they saw the shirt and they're like, I like that shirt. I need one of those shirts.
Yeah.
They were loving those.
The Condo Karen shirt.
No.
I did it just to kind of like wear it myself because, you know, a lot of my business comes from that flag. And how I do it is I go by those condos early in the morning and I set up and put up that flag and I'll throw a couple lines in and people come and start talking to me and I get business.
Yeah.
And, but the condo Karens want to run me off. And I'm like, look, I'm not the guy that like when people, I'm talking about 6 o'clock in the morning, you know, when people start showing up, I'm not going to sit here and fish. I don't want to be fishing around these people. Like I'm going to leave.
Right.
And, so that sparked the idea of the shirt. And I was going to have one printed just to wear when I was doing that. So I didn't have to explain myself anymore. I just like, read the shirt.
Read the shirt. Go look it up. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, go look it up. And the thing is they know the law. They just hope you don't, you know?
Yeah. That it's the same way over here. Like we like to charters early, so we're off the beach while everybody's coming out of the condo.
Mm-hmm.
We're leaving the beach. We're like, yep, good trip. We're out of here.
We're getting out of there.
People ask all the time, well, do you do afternoon trips? I'm like, nope, because their beaches over here are so crowded that I can't get away or to a spot that's not crowded. And then you
don't have those little spots like we do here.
Yeah, exactly. Like over there, you got those spots that are uninhabited, kind of.
Yeah.
You can get to and walk. Here, it's not the same.
Yeah, afternoon trips, I frown upon them too, but I do have spots that I can go to and get away from the condos and all that. I mean, we got Johnson, and then we have Perdido Key State Park, which is just miles of uncondoed beach. You gotta hike it, but it's definitely available.
That's awesome.
But yeah, man, busy week. This was my first day off. I'll be back on the boat with Larry Sunday. And moving into the summer where it's the smorgasbord out there, man.
Yeah, absolutely. That's I don't know how many times we can say that one, that it's just this time of year, inshore and offshore is where it's at. Surf, yes, but you really got to hunt right now, especially over here. I don't know if you guys are having as bad a problem with the grass over there. Like it seems to be Panama City 30A area. They're clean. Other side of Destin,
they're pompano over there.
Yeah, they are.
They're destroying them. Yeah.
Jordan's had a couple.
I was talking to Brett from Yellowfin this morning, and they are crushing them.
Yeah, but Jordan, like Brian just brought up, Jordan's doing pretty good over there.
So this is what I've noticed. Johnson, I guess because it's close to the pass, maybe, but it's stacked with grass. I moved 4 miles down the road, like crab trap area, right before the Bama state line, and it's clean. And that's been like that for the last 2 days. Yeah, so it's like a small area. It starts cleaning up.
Yeah,
I've heard the same thing with Pickens too. Pickens has been pretty stacked up on that one. So, obviously the current and the flow, that's the place where all the water's moving in and out. I know that the point spot that we've talked about before, and the Pickens Pier, that area, they're seeing the grass, they're seeing it in there because of the flow. But but if you move down to, I've heard Portofino has been open okay, and then you get on the National Seashore, 38A, 36A, grassed out. Go Navarre Beach, grassed out. Then you run down to we got the gap in between. You get the Destin area, you get out to Princess, and it's hit or miss. But Princess has also been, oh no, we're stacked because you get the Destin pass. It's just been it's just been constant jumping. Even Henderson Beach State Park, I've got a couple of different people that said, it's okay. We're finding small channels in it. But it's
definitely fishable because it's up close. Now the problem comes is getting the fish in through it. The clients were losing a lot of fish because we can get it out past the grass and get them hooked up. Bringing them in, you're going through those beds.
Yeah,
it's like I lost them again, And but they're having fun, man. That's all that matters.
Absolutely.
Erica Ganese just put, I'll find a pump hole on Sunday at 38. Just got to keep you're gonna.
Yes, you will.
I've heard lots of good reports out there that it's doing just fine. I'm sure you're going to find a really good spot.
Yeah, out there would be nice. A lot of fish being caught out there right now.
The green beads have been working for me. That's what I've got 90% of my fish on.
The get 'em rigs,
the PB rigs. The one on the bottom. Yep.
Okay, I know which ones you're flying with now. All right.
Nice.
Yeah, the rattle rig set me up for my pompano this past week with a nice big old man. I love my Fish Bites electric chicken, man. Love that.
The crab.
The crab is always fire for me this year.
It changes every year.
Yep. Last year was shrimp.
Yep.
Pink shrimp, green shrimp. This year, crab has just been the money bait for me.
Year before that was easy flea.
Yeah.
And so you go off of that. So you stock up on it when it starts getting, and it's just like nothing.
Oh, it's a sad truth, man. A sad truth.
Yeah, man. Been great around here. No complaints. Looking forward to next month doing that trip with Frisky to ICAST, and then we're gonna hit Juneau. So we'll be gone for about a week. Got my 10-pound order in from True Grade, so I got my 10-pound ready to spool my lines. My Frisky 7-foot got stolen.
I heard.
That was one of my reels I was going to spool. So I'm all butthurt about that. I don't want to spool anything.
Did you get? I hate to put you on the spot, but I'm going to ask. I know you were talking about with the cameras. Did you get anywhere with that?
No. We didn't get anywhere with that. Chalk it up, man. Chalked it up to the game. I blame myself. Got Frisky working on a new one for me.
Nice.
And one I've been talking about with him for about a year now, as far as theme and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad now I have an excuse to get it.
There you go. That was
and that's exactly what James said. He was like, he let me bellyache about it for about 3 or 4 texts back and forth, and he's like, "Well, now you can get that rod you keep talking about." I was like, "You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
go ahead and get that bad boy working."
Gotta love James's artwork. I mean, his rods are always beautiful.
Yeah.
We all know them. a prize to win an orb get. They're great rods. I mean, and he's doing so many different ones now with you saw the nice what was it, the sheep's head one he did
for Sean.
And just he's been doing great stuff.
Yep. So now I have the 30, the 20, the 15, and the 10 in the true braid now. So all of them have slowly gotten worked over. I love the price point of that stuff. It's great. I've been pulling in big sharks with the 30. You know, when I say big for me, 4 footers, you know, with a 30-pound, and it's been bringing them right in. And these are clients, so they're not using the waves.
Yeah.
They're trying to drag them on the beach. You know, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. You know, and it's holding up.
Yeah, I just got my order of hot pink.
You got yours too.
Yeah.
The pink?
I went with the 80 pound. Yeah. And the pink looks great. I pulled it up on my battle, and I got one for my other big one. The
Thunder.
Thunder.
They're close.
You guys got to start putting me on like right after the intro.
Might have to.
Intro Blane. So
Blane. Awesome.
I can fight him off for so long.
We know it. We understand. Well, thanks for coming on, bro. Always good to see you and good to talk with you. I know you're still doing your charters and you're going out there. So you're doing your charters and you're going out with Twisted
Palm Salty Adventures. Larry Schultz out of Perdido here. And then you can find me PerdidoBlane.com website, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I've been in a steady rhythm of 3 videos a week for about 2 months now. So a lot of content, trying to keep it as current to what's going on right now as possible. Like that was my goal, you know.
There you go.
Obviously, when I record something, it doesn't come out that day, but a couple days later, you know.
There you go.
So we can try to kind of keep it. All right, watch this video. This is going on this week at least.
That's the way you got to do it, man. It's the same with me with the podcast. You know, I'd love to record 15, 20 people in a row and get it all set up, but then 15, 20 weeks down the air, it's stale. It's you missed out on what that information could have been. It's and for you, it's even double because your videos. I mean, you got to get the cyclic information right there and then.
Right then and there,
yeah. Well, good to see you, man.
All right, fellas, always a pleasure.
Heck yeah, man. We'll get you back on here soon. Thanks for coming on,
man. Later,
brother. Awesome.
All right. Shall we get into the other fun part of the day?
Heck yeah, let's do it. Let's bring up share screen. Don't tab Facebook. Let's do this. Everybody's gonna see what I got on Facebook here. Yeah, see all that stuff.
It's all right. We don't see your other hidden tabs. It's all good. One of these is
there we go. So I'm just gonna jump right into it and bring this one up. If y'all didn't see this was a monster catch out of Pensacola. Not a surprise. It's a unique catch and a once in a lifetime probably catch from the beach, but it's amazing. I've always wondered if they were out here, and this confirms it that they're there. They're just too smart to get hooked. Except for this guy, he decided he'd get hooked up. But what an awesome fish right there, man!
Did they say what they caught it on?
I didn't see what he caught it on. I know where they caught it, but it said I don't know unless that's a sheep head right there.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know. That's what it kind of looks like, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I tried to pinch in a few times, but I figured, this is well above my level of skill, so I'm just going to enjoy the view.
Yeah. What an awesome catch. So great for that guy. What's his name? Josh Spooneybarger. So great catch, buddy. That was awesome.
Yes, sir.
We got busy week out there offshore. Glenn Flowers with Gotcha Fishing Charters. I mean, look at that table. That's one trip.
Decked.
That's another trip. I mean, they're just tearing them up out there. That is awesome. So definitely a hot bite right now going on offshore. Got hung a stud mangrove in a normal haul today. This was inshore, Pensacola Fishing Fanatic. So nice flounder, nice mangrove, some trout mixed in there. I mean, somebody's eating good.
Yep.
That's not a bad haul at all. inshore. So let's see what else we got. Our buddy Phil, man, did it again. Salt Squatch. Second scalloped hammer. Pin slammer 10.5 on a battalion 2 12-foot with 80-pound true braid. Longest cast surf fishing for was the leader, and sinker guy 5-ounce Sputnik weighting it down. That is just, I mean, look at that fish. That is awesome.
I'm surprised he's using 5-ounces.
I use 4 when I throw out there. In that location, the current can get pretty ripping, and those Sputniks will hold it just fine. The 4 ounces what I use out there. Our buddy Brad, new guy Brad. Charter, talking about the dolphin, the mahi coming in. Look at that haul. That was a great trip right there. As Captain Chris was saying, find those weed lines, get out there and throw. That's exactly what these guys did. That's how you do it right there.
Yeah.
Awesome catch.
I want a mahi. I want dolphin. I want to try it.
Here's a great one. I like this one from Captain Mark Holtz there. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Release all the big ones over 20. Big speckled trout going back in there. Yeah, you probably could have taken it home and eaten it, and yeah, it'd been great. But release those big girls. Send them back out there.
Super breeders. It's like the black drum. You don't need to keep them.
Yeah. Just send them back. I thought that was great. This is a great one. Emmy, third place in the kids Gulf Breeze bait and tackle Pompano tournament. So, and then Salty ended up 4th place with his, I think it was. Yep. So a 4th and a 3rd place. Way to go, guys, over there at Salty's Pompano Rigs.
That was a big fish.
Yeah, it was. Captain Chris, we went over these the other day. Look at those smiles on those kids, man. Just having a good time out there, putting clients on fish. That's what it's all about. And then the last one, I think it is. Where's it at? Oh, yeah, one more. Captain Bill.
Old Bill.
E6 Inshore Adventures, man. He's been on the fish all week. This is just one of them. One of the trips out there, but they are all just like this. I mean, nice redfish, nice trout. Folks out having a great time. I mean, just a great trip all the way around. And what was this one? This is Blane's. Yeah, we brought this one up already too. Bluefish and stuff running. Great to see bluefish out there again. Can't wait to get out. I'm gonna have to go out to our bluefish hole and see if they're stacked up out there
After
on the BI jigs.
Now that we have to go get a permit for it.
Oh yeah, but you can do it easily online.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just complaining because I
know it is run by the military. So.
Whoa, wrong button.
Don't share that.
Not that one. All right, here we go. All right, so the old 610. Justin went out today right beforehand and got himself a nice 19.5-inch red on a Rapala Shadow Wrap. Got that right before the storm got him, so he went running.
Oh yeah, look at that thing rolling in.
Yep, but he got himself a good one a couple hours ago. That was nice, good stuff right there.
Nice.
The Fever coming in with some good stuff here. If you're not a part of the Fever group, it's a really good group to be a part of. Lots of good information in that area between most of the Panhandle, actually. But they put out a lot of good information. Had a great day on the 8th here with some speckled trout. Really got after it. Great looking.
Are those the dudes that do the apparel too that were at the...
Yeah, they do apparel.
Yep. Oh, okay. Nice.
A lot of good things were going on with the Fever. Very, very cool group. Lots of fun stuff. I very much so enjoyed talking with them. Brock, if you guys aren't following Brock and his stuff, he really gets on the fish. Out of the 30A area, really got on him here this week. This is just one of the several posts that he had, but he had a great run out there. And, of course, one can't talk about 30A without bringing up the real 30A.
Yeah.
Look at that Ring of Happy. Had a great run out there.
That is June Pompano, folks. That is amazing. And it's been like that for the last couple days over there. He has just been, actually last couple of weeks, they've been slaying them out there.
Yeah. Blake gets it done. I mean, there is no denying that. I mean, when it comes to education, he's one of the few I definitely happily call him like, hey, what did I do wrong?
And he'll be on the show next week.
Huh?
He'll be on the show next week.
Oh, nice. Nice little red here off Bob Sykes Bridge. You can still catch him. Bob Sykes is well known for having lots of great fish around it. Just, there is structure and there is patience needed to be had. So he was on the non-toll side. If you wanted to go there, you can go on to both sides or whatever you like there. Very great, really great place to fish. This one I'm bringing up because it grinds my damn gears. The Fever.
Okay, never mind.
This was a recent tournament.
What the hell?
Seriously. Yeah. I get it. Money's on the line. But, I mean, it blatant as it is, I mean, that's what a tail looks like. That's what a tail doesn't look like. So if you're going to be in a tournament and you see that, you're going to get caught. That thankfully the group said we did catch the person. They have been blackballed. They have been banned from every tournament and will be known.
Nice.
So,
is that a gar? Yo, holy shit.
I've never seen one that big. I didn't even know they got that big. I mean, look at these chompers.
Alligator gar.
Freaking dinosaur.
Is that around here? Because I know they get some big ones in like Texas, Oklahoma.
I believe this one was in Alabama.
Wow.
But I mean,
7'8", 276 pounds. Wow.
Probably got a small child or a crocodile in it or something. I mean, that's just but I had to bring it in there because I mean it's one of those catches you're like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, what was that?
We talk about it on the show. We talked about these already, but hey, them water spouts, that's called a twister.
Yeah.
That's no good. But Charles also got out there and got some really nice fish. He got, I think it was 33, 36 inch king.
Nice.
Really good stuff right there. Out in the yaks. Oh, we're almost through mine here. Sorry. Again, I'm bringing up the yaks because, well, no one else is, and I'm going to talk about it. But
there you go. Talk about it.
Jameson got out there and got some mahi. Had some good run in there. Lots of good information going on in the groups right now about kayaks if it's something you want to get into. This one I bring up. Didn't bring up the rest of it. But James Martin got out with his son in the kayaks. They had a really good run. A couple of Spanish. Looks like a false albacore Bobo. Got out there. He texted me and said it was a really good day. So I was really, really happy.
And they went out with Rizzo.
Yep, went out with Rizzo.
Right? So it's always good to go out. I'll bring that up just because, if you're new to kayak fishing, it's always good to go out with an experience. And man, that Rizzo is one of the best out there. So
Rizzo really is. He's well known and well respected. So bringing it into the food world here, Tim Kleinfield dropped on a cool little recipe for king mackerel bites. Cut it into small stuff instead of egg wash. Do Italian dressing. Now, I will say this, be careful with Italian dressing on how you do certain things. The acid is well known to break things down and create a little bit more chewy. So just keep that in mind with the citrus if you're going to use Italian dressing. Something I recently learned, but I didn't know. But
I did it with shark and didn't like it as much.
I can do it with chicken, but again, I didn't know this a few years ago. I'm starting to learn more and more. And of course, Colt, I've messaged Colt before, and we've talked about this. I mean, it's so smart. I mean, it's just a little wire rack, and he bent it in for doing pomp, and he does these routinely like this.
Yeah, well, that's good too.
So, really fun stuff to see how he does that one there. But Catch to Cook is a really fun group to be a part of if you want to talk about getting ideas for your fish. Never a bad way to go. I wish I could complain, but I can't because there's some good recipes on there. So get after it. There's
some good comments that came in on that gar photo. That's why you don't swim in sweet tea. Yeah, absolutely. That's Rob Foster says they can get up to like 350 pounds. Oh,
good crap. There's a reason I don't swim in that. But Bill brought up a good part. Yackers, welcome tomorrow. Yeah. So Bill has their fishing tournament's going tomorrow night. It is an evening tournament. Meetup will be at Liza Jackson Park between 2:30 and 3. I believe it goes after that until midnight, if I'm not mistaken. Midnight. Yeah. So it's going to be a night tournament. It is still open. Come on out. If you do have questions, don't ask me because I'll just refer you over to Bill. So please reach out to Bill. He's got all the good info on that one. It should be a fun tournament. I think the weather's going to hold. It looks like it's going to kind of be a little funky, kind of like it is right now, but I think we're going to be in a good spot. But it's a night tournament. Night fishing is always a good time. Heck
yeah. Hit them dock lights. And there's some particular rules to this one. I think it's 2 trout and a redfish.
I believe it is. And only 1 trout, I believe, per boat, the bigger one. So not 100% sure, but I'm almost positive we were talking about that.
Yeah. So make sure you go head up. It's Panhandle Inshore Fishing Club. If I'm not mistaken, that's the find them on Facebook and everything. Bill's like, yes and yes. So go check them out. They'll have all the details for the tournament tomorrow night. It'll be at Eliza Jackson Park down there in Fort Walton. So you get out there, get registered, and all that good stuff. Should be a good time. If weather holds out, night tournaments are always fun. If I didn't have a last minute charter,
I'm going to be the best net guy Bill ever had. I'm not going to be I
don't know. He posted a video of nice to have a good net guy on the boat for once. I think that's what he said or something like that.
Gotta see that he did have a good little technique of the shovel. The shovel's the key.
$40 per angler for the tournament tomorrow. So it should be a good time. Like I said, kayaker, he doesn't matter if you're paddle boarding or whatever, just make sure you got the right safety stuff for the conditions.
Yep.
So okay, I think we did pretty good. We didn't derail much at all and stayed on target and track, and it's been about an hour and a half, which seems to be our normal time. So
yeah.
He was taught well by me. It must be his net guy.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right, folks. Appreciate everybody sticking around. And next week we'll have Captain Mark Holtz will be back with us from 30A Light Tackle. We'll also have Captain Bill will be on here for E6 Inshore Adventures. That was weird. And then we'll also have Blake Hunter from The Real 30A will be with us next week. So providing some great surf reports. He's been on the fish lately. So yeah, it's going to be a great show. Another great week of fishing. Get out there, go do some great stuff. Brian, you got anything else?
Happy to see everybody. Glad you were here. Be safe out there. Have a great weekend. And we look forward to seeing you next Friday.
There you go. Until next week, here comes the outro.